Hello guys, Sapphire Yagame, or you could call me Khaleesi Sapphire, and here I am with the review for Reign, Season 2, Episode 6, episode titled Three Queens. Now, within this episode, Mary joins Catherine on a trip away from court. And the reason she decides to join the Queen Catherine, well, technically she's not queen anymore, Catherine on a little trip because Mary's starting to feel a little bit, she was hurt by Francis's words from the previous episode where he sort of, in order to keep her from sort of prying into, why he's acting strangely, that he tells her that, he's pretty much disappointed with her that she could not bear him an heir, even though technically it takes two to make a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she could just, as I said in a previous video before, not like she could command his sperm to give her a boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But, So, as they on this little trip away from court, the characters then attack, forcing them to escape disguised as commoners. This was sort of funny, because they go to, this little tavern and stuff, and, they had to, take off their jewelry, their crowns and everything, and their cloaks they flipped them on inside out so that they look more poor instead of, well-dressed, as, royals are. And so, they get to the tavern, they're trying to ask for, Catherine, because she's so used to, having people do things for her. So she's like, we need a bed and we need, good bread and wine and, food and stuff. And man's just like, it's like cleaning the little goblet thing, and Mary's like, we will work for food and stuff like that. Carol's like, wait, work? I am Catherine. I'm Catherine de Medici. I do not work. So then Catherine goes, says that, her leg broke, so my daughter would do pretty much having Mary do all the freaking work. Because Catherine's not going to do it. It's just hilarious. So, at the tavern, Mary and Catherine then encounter a pair of actors, Roger and Jenny, who has been going around parts of France, literally pretending to be Francis and Mary. It's like, what? So Roger and Jenny have been terrorizing the locals, thus ruining Francis and Mary's reputation. Now Francis already starting to get into this turmoil of the tension of the Catholics and Protestants, and now these two people are making them look ruining reputation even worse by making it seem like Mary and Francis is terrorizing these people. And now remember, literally nobody really knows what Mary and Francis looks like, because majority of the time Mary and Francis is literally doing everything from inside the castle. So literally the people outside the castle, besides the nobles, unless you're a noble, or the people who work within the castle, you have no idea what these people look like. You really don't know what the people who rule your country look like. And that is, and within the situation, you can see how very dangerous it is, because literally anybody can pose as them. And be like, I'm Queen Mary, get some nice clothes and some fake stuff, be like, I am Queen Mary. He'd be like, yes, but people giving the money, Queen Mary, bless you, Francis. Long live the king. Dang, it's so easy to impress on these people. And so, Mary and Catherine are eventually caught by Gifford, the mastermind of the plot, who revealed that he was sent by Queen Elizabeth of England as retaliation for Mary's publicly staking claim to the English throne. If you don't remember, that was an episode of last season, is when King Henry has sort of started going crazy, and Mary comes out, is when King Henry was having this big celebration with the boats and everything, and Mary comes out wearing the English colors and literally their coat of armor, sort of declaiming, as Mary Queen I, I'm staking my claim to the English throne, because she is technically, because of her bloodline, because I had to look this up, she is related to King Henry VIII by his sister. So that's how she gets her claim to the throne. Alright. And so, Roger and Jenny are then killed by Gifford, but Mary overpowers Gifford just as Francis arrives to rescue them. Lola is then disowned by her family after they learned of her bearing a child by Francis. So, as we see with Lola, we start to see how Lola literally... You start to see with Lola, it sort of becomes the example of what happens to a woman when her reputation has thus been ruined. Because in this time frame of reign, it's the 15th century, women relied on being virgins so they could get married and ensure their future, by having a husband who has money, so he could have them a house and everything. And of course, you bear him an heir. So with Lola losing her virginity to Francis by having sex with this dude one freaking time, just one time, she has been officially labeled as his mistress. And not only that, but she has buried his child. So the family like, pretty much in the family, my daughter is a harlot for the king of France. We disown her. I was like, well, damn. It's like, damn. And so since she has been disowned by her family, she decided, I'm going to be an independent woman. 15th century's independent woman. I'm a woman independent. Throw your hands up at me. Before there was Disney Child. What? Yeah. So she decides she's going to regain her dowry. Now, her dowry is what the family of the bride pays to the groom, and the bride price is what the groom pays to the family of the bride. That's how you work it. And so she finds out that she is blocked from doing so because the money, because pretty much, I'm just pretty much because she's a woman. They're going through all talking about she can't do it, babe, because it's already been transferred, but it wasn't actually transferred. It's in the process of being transitioned to Julian. But the thing was, the man that she married wasn't even Julian, so technically she should get her freaking dowry back. But they like, no, you can't. It's pretty much because of the fact that she's female. So with Narcisse's help, Narcisse offers to help her in return for her spending time with him. So they then grow closer through this flirtation and court games, though Lola is still cautious of his reputation because he has a reputation of sort of being a bad boy. It's kind of like, it's because, Lola's reputation has been ruined because she didn't slept with Francis one freaking time. So it's like, so she's thinking about like, should I really ruin my reputation even more by messing with Narcisse? It's like, she got to think about it because you got to also think about it. Now she's a mother. So, childless, she's an adult now. So it's like, she got to think about not only herself, but her child now. Like, should I really be messing around with Narcisse? It's just like, I got to think about this. I'm glad they're starting to show more of the effects of Lola's choice of when she slept with Francis. I'm glad they're starting to show the consequences of that and her sort of taking, control of her life, despite the fact that she is a female in the 15th century. So that's interesting. So comment, rate, subscribe on 3 Queens. I'm going to see you guys on January 22nd for Reign when it returns to the CW.